Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you the stitch that you've just seen at the beginning of the video, because we shall be using it for several other projects that I'm planning for you guys in the future. That may include pants, skirt, dresses and all that. So today we're going to first learn how to make the stitch, and then later on we shall make actual pieces out of the stitch, just like we've been doing for other designs. So let's get started. The yarn that I'm using is Winter King. It's a 4-ply acrylic yarn, but you can basically use any yarn, and it's recommended hook size. The hook that I'm using today is a 4mm crochet hook, and then you also need a pair of scissors and maybe a measuring tape in case you're making an actual piece out of this stitch. But if you're not, then if you're just learning how to make the stitch, then you can just follow the demonstration that I'm going to show today, and then later on we shall make actual pieces out of the stitch. So you're going to grab your yarn and your hook, and you're going to make your starting chain, which is the foundation chain of your project, whatever you're making. This is just the demonstration of the stitch, so I don't have a specific length for the starting chain that I'm going to make, but the starting chain should be a multiple of 16 plus 4. So the starting chain that I'll be considering is 68, which is 64, the multiple of 16, plus 4 chains, which is a total of 68 chains. So you're going to start off with a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot. After making your slip knot, you're going to make your starting chain. For me, that is going to be a total of 68 chains. So I have a total of 68 chains. Alright, so we're starting row 1. You're going to go into the second chain from the hook, not this one, but this one. That's the second chain from the hook. You're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's a single crochet. You're going to continue to single crochet in each and every chain across. Place 1 single crochet in each and every chain across. Alright, so we are coming to the end of the row and we have only 1 chain left, as you can see here. You're going to go into it with 1 single crochet, and that marks the end of row 1. It's just a row of single crochets. And remember, this pattern is worked in US terms. So we're going on to the second row. So for row 2, you're going to make a chain of 1, turn your work, you're going to place 1 single crochet in each of the first 3 stitches. So this one, and this one. So into the very first stitch, you're going to go in there with 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet into the next, and 1 single crochet into the next. So that's a total of 3 single crochets. So after this, you're going to make a chain of 1, skip 1 stitch, skip the next stitch, which is this one. You're going to place a double crochet, yarn over. So we are skipping this stitch and going into the next stitch and placing a double crochet, just like that. And then chain 1, yarn over twice. This is a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, skip 1 stitch and go into the next stitch with the treble crochet, just like that. And then you're going to make a chain of 1, yarn over 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to skip over 1 stitch and then go into the next stitch with a double treble crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's the double treble. Chain 1, yarn over 3 times. That's still preparing for a double treble crochet. Skip over 1 stitch and go into the next stitch. Insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. So we have a double, a treble, a double treble, and another double treble. So after this, you're going to make a chain of 1, yarn over twice to prepare for a treble crochet, skip over 1 stitch and go into the next and place your treble crochet there. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 1, yarn over once to prepare for a double crochet, skip the next stitch and go into the next and place your double crochet that you had prepared for, just like this. And then you're going to make a chain of 1, skip over the next stitch, and then place 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So you can see what that has created. It has created some sort of bubble-like shape, and this is what's going to create those curves. So from here, you're going to make a chain of 1, and we're going to create this again. So let's see how to do that. Chain 1, prepare for a double crochet, skip over 1 stitch and place your double crochet into the next stitch. And then chain 1, yarn over twice to prepare for a treble crochet, skip over 1 stitch and place your treble crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, yarn over 3 times to prepare for a double treble crochet, skip over 1 stitch and place your double treble into the next stitch. And by now you should be knowing how to do the stitches. So remember that double trebles have to be 2. So this is 1, and then you're going to make a chain of 1, yarn over 3 times, skip over the next stitch and double treble crochet into the next stitch. Alright, after making the 2 double treble crochet stitches, now you're going to make a chain of 1, prepare for a treble crochet. So you yarn over twice and then skip the next stitch and place your treble crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, prepare for a double crochet by yarning over once, skip the next stitch and place a double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So that has created our second bubble, as you can see here. So we are basically going to repeat that process again and again all the way across. And since I had a multiple of 16, my multiple was 4. So 4 times 16 is 64 plus 4 chains. I will have a total of 4 bubbles. So I'm going to keep working this. After the 3, you create another bubble. After 3 single crochets, you create another bubble, like that. And then I'll meet you back to show you what I'll have at the end of the row. Alright guys, after creating your last bubble, when you get to the double crochet stitch, you should be left with a total of 4 stitches. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after your double crochet here, you're going to make a chain of 1, skip over 1 stitch, and then in each of the last 3 stitches, you're going to place 1 single crochet into each stitch. So we've ended our row with 3 single crochets, and this is what your work will look like. Now we are going on to row 3, but before we do that, there's something I need you to note. In between the groups of 3 single crochets, you should always have a total of 6 stitches. So if you're to cross check, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have double double on the edges, then treble treble, then the 2 double trebles in the middle. So you should be having a total of 6 stitches in the middle of the groups of 3 single crochets, sorry. These are the single crochet stitches. So in between there, you should be having a total of 6 stitches in the middle. So that should continue all the way through. So let's go on to row 3, and row 3 is going to basically be a row of single crochets. So you're going to make a chain of 1, turn your work, and for this row we are only going to place 1 single crochet in each and every stitch and 1 single crochet in each and every chain 1 space. So we are starting off with this very first stitch. After your chain of 1, you're going to place 1 single crochet in each of the 3 single crochets, just like that, and then into the chain 1 space you're going to place 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. So that's what we are going to do for this row. Just go ahead and keep placing 1 single crochet in each chain 1 space and 1 single crochet in each stitch of the previous row. Alright, so we're coming to the end of our row and we are left with only 3 stitches, so we shall go into each of them with 1 single crochet. So this is the row that doesn't have a lot of thought to it, because you're just placing single crochets in each space and in each stitch. So we're going on to row 4 because we are done with 3 rows at this point. So for row 4, we are basically starting with a chain of 5, turn your work, and this counts as a double treble crochet, chain 1. So we're starting off with a chain of 5, and then we are preparing for a double treble, yarning over 3 times, skip over the next stitch and go into the next with the double treble crochet that you had prepared for, like that. So after this, you're going to make a chain of 1, yarn over twice to prepare for a treble crochet, skip over the next stitch and place your treble crochet there into the next stitch, like that. And then you're going to make a chain of 1, skip over the next stitch and double crochet into the next stitch, and this is what you'll have. So after your double crochet, you're going to chain 1, skip over the next stitch and place 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, just like that. So we are keeping the waves flowing. After this, we are going to go back to this system where we were creating these bubbles. You remember that? So you can see we are at the point of 3 single crochets. So let's create our next bubble. You're going to make a chain of 1, yarn over once to prepare for a double crochet, skip the next stitch and place your double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, yarn over twice to prepare for a treble crochet, skip 1 stitch and place your treble crochet, chain 1, yarn over 3 times to prepare for a double treble crochet, skip 1 stitch and place your double treble crochet, chain 1, yarn over 3 times to prepare for a double treble, skip 1 stitch and place your double treble crochet. Yarn over 3 times, skip 1 stitch and double treble into the next stitch. So remember, it's already 6 stitches. So far we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we are yarning over twice to prepare for a treble crochet, skip one stitch and place one treble into the next stitch. Sorry, after chaining one, of course, or don't forget to chain one in between these stitches. So after your treble, you're going to chain one, skip one stitch and double crochet into the next stitch, chain one, skip one stitch and place one single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So that has created a very fast full bubble. This one will create half a bubble on the edge, and you will see how to wind up at the end of the row, but for now this is exactly what we have. So since we had 3 stitches here, it's a narrow one here, that means it becomes wide for the next wave, and then that means on the next wave it will be the narrow part, so that we create that kind of interlocking effect. So after this, after the 3 single crochets, you're going to just continue to create the bubbles, and I think by now you know exactly what to do. Double, chain one, treble, chain one, double, treble, after skipping a stitch, of course. This is how the pattern flows. Chain one, double, treble after skipping a stitch, chain one, treble after skipping a stitch, chain one, double after skipping a stitch, chain one, skip a stitch and one single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So we've created our next bubble. Then we are continuing to do this. Let's create our next one. All right, now I'm placing my 3 single crochets, and at this point towards the end of your row you should be left with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 stitches. When you have your 8 stitches left, you're going to make a chain of 1, prepare for a double crochet, skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, prepare for a double treble, skip 1 stitch and double treble crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, prepare for a double treble by yarning over 3 times, skip the next stitch and place your double treble into the next stitch. Now we are left with only 2 stitches. You're going to make a chain of 1, yarn over 3 times and double treble crochet into the last stitch after skipping over 1 stitch. You're going to go in there with 1 double treble crochet into the very last stitch, and this balances exactly what we have at the beginning of the row, as you can see here. We have this, and at the beginning of the row we have this. So let's go ahead and go on to row 5. Row 5, you're going to make a chain of 1, turn your work, and it's going to be the single crochet row. So you're going to go into each and every stitch with 1 single crochet, and each and every chain 1 space with 1 single crochet, and just make it all the way across your row. 1 single crochet in each stitch and 1 single crochet in each chain 1 space. All right, so we're coming to the end of the row, and I am placing single crochets all over. So when you come to the end, you're going to place 1 single crochet in this very last space, and then you're going to go into the 4th chain, counting from the base of the chain, 1 2 3, and into the 4th you're going to place 1 single crochet there. So this marks the end of row 5. Row 5 is the single crochet row. So we're going on to row 6, and row 6 is basically going to be row 2. So I'll be attaching timestamps in the description box so that you can follow along easily. We are repeating rows 2 through 5 again and again until this panel grows to what we want it to be, to whatever length you want it to be, depending on what you're making. But this is the demonstration of the stitch. Alright guys, this is what everything turned out after working the stitch again and again. It could be a good cushion cover or a cover up. Just use it for whatever you want to make, but this is basically it, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this. I will see you in my next video when we are learning how to make an actual piece out of this stitch. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.